Holy cow, week 37 of your twin pregnancy. I'm so happy that you're here with me. I am Natalie Diaz, founder of Twiniversity and author of What to Do When You're Having Two. And I am really excited that you made it to week 37. I want to give you a few little tips on how to manage this week better. So let's just get right to it, shall we, gang? I really hope by now, at your big old 37th week, that you are really working minimally, if at all. I'm hoping that the majority of your week is spent on the couch, and so if that is the case, I want to give you a few things to do. Before the babies get here, I'm hoping that you have your names picked out. Go into a deep dive and make sure that you are spelling it the way that you want to spell it. Make sure that it will be pronounced the way you want to pronounce it. I do love a good complicated name, but like a silent J and K sometimes will throw people off. It's also really fun to yell those names out in the house. So before the twinnies got here, I remember that my husband had a list of boy names and I had a list of girl names, and then we just practiced yelling out. So one of the names that I wanted my twinnies to have, I really wanted to name Anna Isabella. We did not name her Isabella, but I remember I wanted to name her Isabella, and so I would yell out, Izzy! Isabella, your room! You gotta clean your room! Things like that. Now, maybe that's just my crazy Italian household that I heard my name screamed a million times. My mom's a tough cookie, yo. But I remember, like, is this the name that I want them to have to bring into the future with them? Is this the name that they are going to yell out, oh my gosh, Isabella won bingo again, when she's in her retirement community and living her best life? It's really interesting that if you think about names, how much goes into it and how people really, no matter what we say, are going to make assumptions based on your name. So think about that. Think about short names for it. If you're going to, for example, Isabella, we wouldn't probably call her Isabella. We would either call her Izzy or Bella or Itza. I have no idea what we would have done, but I know that no matter what we think we're going to do, their friends are going to choose names for them. So think about that. So it also, I found that some people choose names and then end up absolutely hating them and then calling their child by something totally different. And then it's time to go get driver's licenses down the line or get on an airplane or go for a passport. And the kids are like, what? So think about the names that you're choosing. Think about the family meaning, historical meaning, the meaning that is today in this world that we live in. Is that the greatest name in the whole wide world? I think it is. I think you're choosing well. But just think about it and make sure that you're covering all your bases before you make that big decision after they're born to write their names on that birth certificate. It's also fun to think about middle names. I know you probably did already, but this is where you could go a little bit crazier. My mom didn't go too crazy with my sister or I, and I actually changed my sister's middle name to Trixie, although that is not. Her middle name is actually Tracy. And when she was little, she wrote in this little dictionary, her whole name and her middle name, Tracy. And when my kids got that dictionary, because we saved it because it was a kid's dictionary, my kids started, they were like, oh my gosh, Auntie's middle name is Trixie? It's not, but we've just been rolling with that, and we've now since changed her middle name. But names play a really big role in our lives, and this is something, if you're still here at week 37, hopefully there really isn't too much to do. Hopefully you've been watching the past, 30-something weeks of videos that we've had together, and you've gotten all the big stuff done. This is the week that you settle down, you journal about your experience so far. If you haven't been satisfied with your pregnancy, maybe your pregnancy isn't what you expected it to be. Maybe it has been a little traumatic. Maybe you've had one too many visits to labor and delivery and you are just really tired of it. You know what? Find somebody to talk to and think about, I really honestly, let's actually give you like a real thing to do for 37 weeks. Find somebody to talk to after delivery, if not now, in regards to your mental health. When you are pregnant, if things don't go as planned, or maybe you had a really big struggle with infertility, I did. Heck, holy smoke. If you don't know the story, I was super duper oompa loompa infertile, and I was trying to get pregnant when I was 22 and it just wasn't working. And you carry that with you. And the sooner that you get to speak to somebody about it that is going to be an impartial ear. Now, of course, I'm not saying don't talk to your family and friends. Your family and friends are fantastic. However, when you speak to somebody who has no skin in the game and you don't have to worry about what they're going to think about how you feel, or worrying about that their feelings are going to be heard about the way that you feel. Therapists are fantastic. And I bet you that if you have a health insurance plan, that you do have mental health coverage. And if you don't, there are a lot of organizations around the country that can help you. And there's women's centers all throughout the world that can give you somebody to talk to. We have quite a bunch up on our Twiniversity resources section, so just head on over to twiniversity.com/resources. So think about getting a postpartum specialist or a specialist that could speak to you now during your pregnancy. And if you are not happy, or if there's things that are keeping you up at night, if you are experiencing anxiety, if you are experiencing a little bit of depression because things didn't go the way that you wanted, this is really a great time to find those names of those people that you could speak to. Heck, even make an appointment for 4 weeks from now. Make an appointment for 4 weeks from now. You could always change it. All right, you're going to do that today? Okay, really do, for real. I think that people underestimate how much baggage we carry into our parenting adventure. I don't want you to have all of that on your back and take care of your teeny tiny babies at the same time. It's a lot. Also this week, if you haven't started doing it, really focus on your breathing, relaxation techniques. Think about the ways that you prefer to rest. Make sure that you are resting in every way possible. I did not know that there were different types of ways that you could rest, but there are. There's physical rest, emotional rest, creative rest. The list goes on, and go check our podcast because we have a whole podcast on the different types of rests that are available. Not that are available, the types of rest that we should be resting. Hopefully you've taken a bunch of belly pictures during your pregnancy. Maybe organize those into one folder. Maybe go through your phone to make sure that your phone has as much memory as possible if you are using that as your primary source of camera after delivery. Make sure that all your tablets, your chargers, and everything is in your hospital bag and ready to go. If you're cord blood banking, make sure you spoke to your doctor about, making sure that you have the appropriate kits and that they are trained accordingly. Make sure you're drinking your water and you're eating and you're resting and you are really doing not much. So I'm sorry if you came here today and you are disappointed when I am like, okay, you need to take it a little bit easy this week. I don't want you doing a lot. I really hope that that's all done and you could go back and watch all of those videos. They're there. They're literally there for you. You could even watch them on 2x speed. I'm cool with it. But really take it easy, relax, rest, breathe into it because you may be delivering these twins next week. Think about that. In 1 week from now, you could be holding your little babies against your skin. You'll get to hear what they sound like. You'll get to see what they look like. You'll get to see what they smell like. You'll get to see their tiny little toes and their cute little fingernails. I can't wait. All right, we got actually some stuff. Next week, we're going to talk about kind of that first hospital experience and things that you have to watch out for and do. So I will see you next week, hopefully at your delivery week or soon to be delivery week. But until then, guys, know that I am here for you. You could email me at community@twiniversity.com or drop us a line on any social platform. We're just at Twiniversity. But this is the home stretch. If you need to as well, our on-demand videos are there for you right now. Literally, you could be watching them the minute that you finish and you could binge my entire class. You won't be the first person to do it, but try to at least watch the videos that you think are going to be the most important to you. We are there for you. We will see you next week. We'll also see you online at our website, twiniversity.com. Now that you are graduating from your twins week by week, you will go into your twins' first year. How awesome. Your twins' first year. Oh my gosh. What color is their birthday cake going to be? Are we going to sing happy birthday once or twice? Oh my goodness, there's so many questions. You're going to be a twin parent soon. All right, I'll see you next week, or I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss another video, and I can't wait for your big 3-8. See you next week, guys. I love you guys. Have the best week ever. See you later, alligators.